Hi everyone, it's Eileen from Plus Size to Plant-Based. So as you can tell by the title of this video, James Aspey is right. If anyone watching this does not know who James Aspey is, he is unbelievable. I think he first got his recognition from going voiceless for the animals. For 365 days he took a vow of silence. And there's so much you can research about him. The guy is just unbelievable. And it's important that I talk to you today about what he just did. Well, I saw it this morning, so it would have been last night. I think he said he was in Bali. And he did a live broadcast. And he was talking about the fact that he recognizes more and more that in his words, we're all part of a cult, that we're born into this cult. He calls it a death cult of eating animals from the time we're small. And that might sound extreme to somebody listening to this, but if you actually stop and break it down a little bit, he is right. And it resonates on such a level of like, whoa. That's my level, whoa. He is talking about the fact that we do this without thought. Sorry, I've got some loud trucks going by. We eat meat, we eat chicken, maybe sometimes 3 times a day. I mean, for me, I don't do this anymore, but I did it for 40 years, we're all, this is the human condition right now. We're all sort of born into this, and we're told it's our protein and you have to eat it to be healthy and all of these things that we're told. And so he explained that around the world, the argument for not eating meat is the same, and it doesn't matter what language you're in. Well, how will you get your protein? Don't you need animal products to be healthy? So you see, as a society, as a culture, as a world, a human, our humanness right now is conditioned that this is just so normal that we don't give a second thought, okay? It's for a taste. We want the taste of a chicken sandwich or nuggets or a steak, or so we don't think that we are taking part in paying someone, okay, to slaughter these innocent life forms. And again, somebody who's a meat eater might listen to this, oh, well, that's extreme, that's ridiculous, It's not. It's not extreme. And it's funny because it's the opposite of extreme. It's promoting peace, and it's promoting like how we can be non-violent, right? And the other is just like, well, I don't give a crap. These nuggets are amazing, So it's the kind of the I don't give a crap. I want to eat this. I've been eating it my whole life. That he said in this live broadcast that if you think about it, people are just blindly like going, oh, like zombies, like give me this, give me that. We're just accustomed to it without a thought that was once a life. If you order, let's say you go to a Dunkin' Donuts and you order a ham, egg, and cheese, okay, on a croissant, okay. The torture, the suffering, the awfulness that you just consumed without even being aware of it. Ham, pork, most loving, beautiful creatures. A lot of people don't consider pigs as anything because, I know some people do have pet pigs, but we can eat them. We can eat them when we eat ham, when we eat pork, when we eat bacon. We don't want to think about it because they taste good. Well, these beings are known to be the same intellect as a 3-4-year-old child. And so there's the ham. You look at the egg, you think, well, the eggs, that comes free-willing from chickens. The way the industry is set up now, they just do nothing but slaughter the male chicks that come out because that won't make them any money for laying. And the female chicks that are grown up, they have their beaks, cut in half, filed down, and they're living in absolute filth and being forced to produce more eggs than they would ever do in their lifetime normally. So that's some of the egg industry, and there's a lot more, but that's brief. And cheese is dairy, and these beautiful cows, they are being kept pregnant, for 9 months, the way we as humans would carry a child. And the minute that child is born, immediately taken from them, because that child can't have the milk. We need that milk for milk or cheese, So why should that baby calf? So there we are eating the milk that was intended for the baby calf that was stolen from that mother in that ham, egg, and cheese and a croissant. So if you put consciousness to what we are eating, if you put consciousness to our daily routine, once you start to wake up to it, it is horrific. It's not just like, oh, I get it. I mean, that's how it starts for anybody waking up like, okay, I see that this is wrong. After you've been vegan or plant-based or whatever for a little while, and you really start understanding, because I guess you're clear of the flesh. It's the only way I can put it. I mean, man, like, I am aware. So again, James Aspey is so right. This cult, this zombie-like behavior, we just think it's fine. We're raised as children, right? And this is what he said. We're raised as children to have animals. Oh, what does the cow do? Moo. The pig goes oink. They are our friends. As a baby, are you going to tell a baby, well, you want to eat them, right? But they're your friend. No, but then the child is conditioned to eat that and separate it and never give thought to it. It's, it is so crazy. I mean, and we think, okay, fish. Well, I really have done better. I'm not eating these things. I'm not, fish. The ocean is the most unexplored territory. Right now, the BBC is doing that Blue Planet, and I'm watching some of these fish that actually use tools to crack open the clam, okay, that they are going to be consuming. That is a huge amount of intelligence, right? We just don't consider it. Well, they're fish. You're not going to eat seafood, we have to not be the walking graveyards for these beings, these beautiful beings. That's what we are. He, in fact, has a brand new t-shirt. It's like a human skeleton. And you see the bones and like the rib cage, and then whoever designed this was brilliant. You see within the bones these these pigs and these cows and these, birds, beautiful birds. And, I ate so much chicken. I ate so much duck. And, I was walking around for a long time just being, again, we're walking around taking these in as graveyards. It's, to know this truth, to really know it. You can know it intellectually, and it can seem horrific, but when you know with a capital K, the horror, the truth of the horror, it is, you want to do something, right? So the powerful quote, when you have the privilege to know, you have the duty to act. So I've been meditating, praying for what can I do? And for a while, nothing. I didn't know what to do. And people are full out activists on the front lines, marching in front of slaughterhouses. There was just actually a group of activists that just went into a steakhouse in Australia. I believe it was Australia. And they were saying, do you know what you guys are doing? Do you know what you're eating? That was alive on your plate. And I don't blame anyone that's, we were all, I'm free now. I'm free from that cult that I was born into, right? I'm free of it. And when you're free, you're clear to think and to know. And so what I was saying about this activism is that some people are just doing these extreme things. And that's not a lot of people. Like, a lot of people are like, well, what am I going to do about it? Well, education is key, because when somebody comes to you and says, wow, you're so happy, your skin is glowing, you're losing weight, what are you doing? You can be ready. You can be armed with knowledge to give them, hey, this is what I'm doing, right? But what about, when you get to the point like me, where I'm like, well, I want to do something, but the storming into, restaurants or going to the front lines of slaughterhouses and things like that, I just don't think that's me. And I still want to be active. And what can I do? So, again, I had no response for a while when I was praying about it. And suddenly, something came to me. Well, this is a very small something. But I have a little story about it because my husband rescued this baby. I mean, it was like so small, like maybe, I don't know, a millimeter. And it was so hard to get out of the tank, but we had seen these 3 babies that had been born in our fish tank, these little guppies. And 2 of them went missing. So we just thought, oh my gosh, the other ones are eating it, or they're just too small to survive. So my husband felt this sense of urgency to rescue this little guppy. And he did. And we kept it separate, and it grew and it blossomed. And we had never seen any more babies, other than these couple. And by the time this one got big enough, we were scared, but we brought it, we wanted him to have room to swim. So we put him in the tank. And I think we didn't know if it was a him or her, but I think my husband knows that. But anyway, of course it was a her. Our tank blossomed with life, absolutely blossomed with all of these fish. I mean, there were like 13 babies and they survived. So we have so many beautiful guppies all over. And I thought of my husband's one effort to save this tiniest little thing. And this little thing was a fertile mama who brought life. So what can I do? Okay. We go to a shore town, and like most of you, if you live on the East Coast or West Coast, but I'm going to speak to the East Coasters, okay? We live near shore towns. We go all the time. That's our summer vacation, okay? If you are a vegan and you want to do something, here's an idea, okay? This is what came to me. And I'm not saying for everyone to do this. This is just what I think I would like to do. When you see those little road stands, live crabs, I'm going to buy a bushel and I'm going to pay the full price. And a lot of people have problems with that. Well, why are we paying, if we want to set them free? And that's my goal. I want to set them free. But the person doesn't know better, okay? They are trying to earn money for their family, just like anyone else. And being vegan, we still have to live in a world that doesn't know this yet, okay? I would rather put my money, okay, if you put a donation towards something. Well, what about, you can call it a quote-unquote donation, to buying a bushel of crabs. And I say this if you go to the shore, because you don't want to buy something and you're not right near the ocean. And that's stress for the animals that are going to probably die on the way anyway if you're too far. So it has to be done at a shore town, I believe, because this is an opportunity where if you're on vacation, you're down there, you can still, in a loving way, pay for what they believe they're just making an honest living, okay? You can pay for this bushel of crabs, and then you can go to where it's a natural environment for them and release them lovingly to the ocean. And I'm going to do that. And I don't know how much in the end I'm going to be spending to do this, but it's something so small. And from something so small, my husband rescuing that little tiny guppy to our tank blossomed with life. One of those crabs returns to the ocean and, replenishes the ocean that we're taking from on such a daily basis. Can you imagine that small act? And so that came to me. And I want to cry right now. I can't believe I want to cry. Because it is a small act with the potential to have infinite potential, from those babies to more babies to more babies to just more life in the ocean. And even if you return them and 1 or 2 or maybe 6, let's say you have 24 crabs and 6 don't make it, and something in the ocean who would naturally feed off of a crab or something, not humans don't need that naturally, and so if we can give that circle of life back to where, you know, return it to where it was. Now, we're going up to Massachusetts and Maine, and lobsters are prevalent, and that's their waters because it's cold enough. So, you know, you wouldn't want to get a Maine lobster in, you know, LA and return it to the Pacific Ocean. That's the worst thing you can do, because now you're endangering those lobsters that are native to the Pacific coast. But what we can do in a small way is, okay, you buy a live lobster, and if you are 2 feet staying at one of these ocean towns, like I will be in Massachusetts, I will be buying a lobster, and my husband wants to buy one, and we already said my daughter wants to buy one. And we're going to then, you know, wish them on their way and put them back to the waters in which they came from. It's the least we can do. It's something. Like I said, the frontline activism, and it doesn't, you know, I mean, it resonates with me, but not with me doing that. I commend people that are brave like that. So yes, every little bit counts. James Aspey, oh, he's amazing. He's amazing. And he's on the front lines of it, and he's doing what he can. He also has a Patreon page, so if anybody sees this and wants to support him, he is on there. Small little things we can do. Let's get creative. Let's all pitch in where we can. Thank you. I know this was a little bit of a longer video, and if you guys appreciated the video, please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time.